matter what stage of life you're in, getting help with your finances is gonna be key, whether you're starting a business, getting married, or retiring. Today, we've got the expert. In fact, we're here in his office. We're at Hilton Head Capital Partners, joined now by BWood, founder and managing partner. Thank you for having us.
Thanks, Jessica. It's great to be here with so many lovely ladies.
You know, we've had a good time here, and now we're gonna get an opportunity to really get an inside look at some of the things that you do here. We're gonna talk specifically to women. This is Girl Talk today,
That's
of
right.
course. Before we dive into some female-driven questions, I wanna, though, give our viewers a little bit of an insight into what you do here. Talk to us about the big picture.
As a registered investment advisor, all right, what we do is we manage successful people's money. We work with their attorneys and CPAs to direct their investments into the direction that is best for their estate and their, lifestyle today.
And I like that you said lifestyle, because that's a big part of this, right? When we think finances, we think numbers, and we think, growth, stock market, what's happening. But the lifestyle piece is a big one, and you really make an effort to take that into account and treat the folks that you work with like family. You want to get to know them and what's important to them.
That's correct. So it is a full-time job from that standpoint. You don't need a lot of clients, and I don't have a lot of clients, because each one is like a family member. And so you treat them that way. But it is very similar to having a close family, and you directing them from many, many years, 30, 40 years, which is the case with many of my clients. But more than that, you're more important. I'll leave it with this. Ladies and gentlemen, get your money into the stock market. Yeah. Don't worry about the up and downs every day. That's small potatoes. Just get your money into the market, talk to your advisor, and get in. Don't worry about the noise. The noise is always there, but get in now.
And that's great advice for anybody, no matter what stage really you're at in your life. That's a good piece of advice, because of the way that the market is going. And you've got, I don't want to age you here, Bruce, but decades of experience doing this. So you really know how to sort of manage the emotional piece of that, right? Because it can be scary as you watch things fluctuate.
Yes.
But that's one of the things that you do here.
Yes.
So let's dive into that female piece.
Okay.
We've got definite differences, obviously, between men and between women.
Yes.
How we handle money, how
Yes.
we make money, how
Yes.
we invest in money.
Yes.
Do you have specific advice for women, and what are you seeing?
Well, women are very risk-oriented, believe it or not. Throughout their life, they've been oriented towards taking huge risks. Trusting men is one of the biggest risks. Not because men are not trustworthy, it's because it's an unknown situation. Investing has traditionally been done by men, because men had the time, women were taking care of children. Our world is changing dramatically. Women are in the workplace today. My daughter is at the War College for her master's in cyber technology. Women are going down different roads that were once the bastion of men. So they have to begin to take on this responsibility. Their husbands pass away. Now they have to run the household money. Better to get started early than late. That's the worst thing they can do. Be a part of the investment profile today, because it may or may not be what they want at a later date.
Yeah, and that is a really good point. I'd like to actually unpack that a little bit further, because there are women, to your point, who are being widowed. We've got, of course, in this country, 50% divorce rate. So there might be a time in a woman's life where they need to take on the financial piece in its entirety.
Yes.
And a couple things come to mind here. One is women have a longer life expectancy. Oftentimes, too, we're taking a break to care for children and
Yes.
and being on maternity leave. How do those kinds of factors play into a woman's financial picture?
All of those things are relevant. That's the first thing. So if it's like eating a cake, you take small bites and it lasts longer. So if you're doing investing, you get started. In my world, there is no such thing as perfection. There's success and failure. You learn by walking. And so the sooner you get started, the better off you are. The hardest thing is, in my case, is to break some people's perception of how they should invest money to where they, need to be investing it. They want to do it one way, and they really should be doing it the other way. Advisors are taught the proper way to manage money, right? For the most part. I'm not going to speak for every advisor, but here we tear it apart and we try to educate them. I want them to be as knowledgeable as possible about their money as I am.
And that's one of the keys, I think, to success is utilizing an expert that has the experience like you and your team do to really navigate all of the information that's out there. There's so much information. It's changing constantly. And oftentimes it's counterintuitive. So in the minute we have left, talk to us a little bit about how you and your team really handle and manage people's expectations and instincts.
Well, we don't do financial planning. I don't believe in it. Frankly, the day you get your report, it's obsolete. All right? It's more important to just educate the client on this. It's a process. It's like getting married, having children, getting divorced, getting married again. It's a process. And so there's good days and bad days. So you just take them down that road. You expose them to simplicity. At Merrill Lynch, they taught us stocks and bonds. They didn't teach us anything else. Your whole life was stocks and bonds. So why should it be any different today? All right? So don't get involved with a whole bunch of noise, other things, because it doesn't work. The only thing that works is stocks and bonds. Now they come in different size, shapes, and colors, but the basics are there. You know,
Absolutely.
How can you go wrong with the basics?
There you go. That's a great point to end on. Your team here has been fabulous. In fact, Bruce, you've been a wonderful host. Cheers to your wealth and your health. And thanks for having us. We appreciate it. Thank you for watching. This has been Girl Talk.